Opening up another pod at the county jail could mean a $1 million payoff for Miami County. The Miami County Sheriff says this latest pod would add an additional 60 beds to the jail. 2 News reporter Dana Smith is getting answers on why more space is needed.
The sheriff said opening up another pod at the jail means more room for inmates. And if the county rents that space out to the federal government, it also means more revenue. The 4th pod at the Miami County Jail hasn't been in use for years, but that can soon change. Between the jail in downtown Troy and this facility just north of the city, Miami County Sheriff Dave Duchek says they've seen a rise in the number of inmates.
We've been averaging 215 inmates for the past few months. We have 180 beds out there, and we're only supposed to have 48 downtown.
And those numbers, he said, have been trending upwards. The 4th pod at the facility can house an extra 60 inmates, but it's not just for local charges. He says the county can rent those beds out to the U.S. Marshals, and if the government takes every bed, the county will rake in an impressive dollar amount.
If we end up with having 60 of the beds leased out, that brings in $1.292 million.
And when you subtract the operating costs of the pod, it still leaves more than $500,000 in revenue. He said it's an agreement the county had in place a few years ago before the recession shut the facility down.
So we proposed to the county commissioners to open the 4th pod due to the increase that we're seeing locally in commitments, as well as the opportunity to bring in some revenue to offset operational costs because the U.S. Marshals Service is needing some additional beds.
The sheriff said they're hoping to get that pod open within the next 9 months. In Troy, Dana Smith, 5 on 2.